Good morning, worldwide web. This is Redrick Freeman here, and today we're going to go over a little bit about my new project. I live in an HOA, so unfortunately, I had to park this thing in my backyard. But anyways, we picked it up. It was free. It's a 1996 23-foot Wellcraft with a Mariner 200 on the back of it. Had to do some tweaking and tuning and some cleaning and some scheming to get her running and going, but we're hoping to put her in the water soon. I got my dog Riley J. He wants to go outside very bad, obviously, with us today. What a beautiful day it is. Let's go, old boy, let's go. So what we got here is an absolute backyard monstrosity. Can't wait to get the letter from the HOA about that. It's absolutely massive. Don't mind my backyard. This is what ADHD looks like. Overall, not the worst condition. Not the best, though, either. Had to replace the tongue when I got it. She was about as bent as can be. I'll show you that. You could stick your fingers straight through it. Regular old rust bucket. Yeah, bud, minty condition. Pulled her about 5 miles before I was like, yep, we're not doing this. It was an hour away in a backyard with flat tires and just not in good condition. Took the old pressure up. Get it, Riley J. Good stance, brother. Good job, old boy. Good job. That was a good poop. Yeehaw! Look at him. Look at him. He's so fast. He's so freaking fast. Look at him. Sheesh! Somebody come get him. Woohoo, Bubba. He's lost his freaking mind. So we got this 97 Mariner 200 offshore. 2.5 liter. Little oil reservoir. Let's do a little tour. Got a bait well. Lid needs to be replaced. Got lots of this on there, as you can see. Also, a raccoon or something died in the transom, so smells like complete and total butt cheeks out here. Cushions are beat. Obviously sunburnt, looks like. Didn't put on its sunblock. Got some wells for storage. Looking decent after they were cleaned up. Let me know what cleans off rust, because, yeah, that's the next task. Couldn't really get that stuff off of there. Also have a pretty gnarly ant infestation, and they look like carpenter ants, so I'm going to assume that they're eating the wood on the inside of the boat, but, hey, we're going to send it anyways. As long as the motor fires up, I don't really care about that part. I'm not going to be doing too much sea trials with this thing, just enough to get by. Maybe get some rods and reels in the water. Next task to clean. And then I gotta start working on the fuel tank there. But as you can see, it's about as rat nested as it can get. That's the original ignition. There's another ignition in there now. Yeah, all those wires were cut and left for me to figure out, so that was fun. Took me about 4 hours to figure all that out. I'm not an electromotrician. I guess I am now, but I wasn't. Probably the worst condition thing we have on here is this nice trampoline hatch. She's seen better days. No worries. Take a little peek skis in there. Voila! Yeah. As you can see, you got all kinds of bugles in there. Have to put some traps out, I guess. Little spitter. Hey, little guy. Another little guy. We'll take a peek in. This is where I found the dead raccoon. It was a skull and bones and melty flesh. By God, does it stink in there. Put a brand new battery on there. Some gently used power cables, because what I found out was the positive and negative were pretty much disintegrating. So I'm not sure if the salt water had something to do with that. This boat apparently was on the water last in 2019. The gentleman I got it from had it repowered with this nice Mariner 200. It's a 1997. The boat is a 96. Gentleman said he spent about $3,000 on that. The motor runs. I got it cranked over. It sounds okay. Don't know much about them, so we're learning as we go. The steering lines were clearly busted. The whatever you want to call that is disintegrated, so I got a gently used one there. Shout out to Budget Boats. Hooked me up, let me run through their yard and pick out a few things that I needed. Another task we got to deal with is the instrument cluster. Not sure what's going on with that, but a lot of the wires were melted and disintegrated. So I'm thinking maybe somebody might have put the old battery on backwards at one point in time. Simply because there's like a few more melted wires than I would have liked to have seen. But no regrets. So as we crawl in here, oh yeah, check this out. Absolutely disgusting. And the last thing I want to do is cut this deck out, but that may be happening. Stay tuned. What we have as far as the wiring for the instrument cluster, though, she's looking a little rough, bud. Possibly got a little hot, bud. That one not so bad, but definitely this one. And I'm not sure what it goes to, but yeah, that ground being melted is pretty scary. And it was actually fused to the steering hydraulic lines there, so probably a good indication as to why that well, look at that, that's another fried ground wire. Sick. But yeah, absolute rat nest. So we're gonna be learning. This was all hanging down like this. I plugged and played with it a little bit yesterday, but didn't really get anything to work. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to go through all the bilge wires, all the freaking everything, the live well wires, whatever this freaking absolute monstrosity is. This isn't even, what's going on here? Not even connected to anything, but still got wires to it. Hopefully they're not hot wires. And yeah, so we're gonna head out to West Marine and return the water filter separator that I bought because it was the wrong one. Yesterday, while I was trying to run this thing, we had a pretty gnarly fuel leak coming out the bottom of this thing here. Ended up having to stab a screwdriver through this to get it off because it was stuck on there, obviously in really bad condition. So we have to go get this new 7968. I got like 7989, which is to an OMC motor, and that's not what I got. So I found that out the hard way, but no worries. We're not too far from West Marine. The trailer is in okay condition as far as the aluminum. The bunks beat skis. Absolutely beat skis. There's absolutely no brakes on this thing. As you probably saw a little bit earlier, I got a first gen Tundra. So